At this table, up here on the bank of the Provo River again, was a shiny new penny, minted in 2023. It is so beautiful. The color of a penny is the best color of any U.S. currency, especially when they're new pennies. I love pennies, though I don't ever use them. I cannot remember, not a cliche, I literally can't remember the last time I actually spent a penny. Without some thoughtful effort, I can't even remember the last time I used cash. And that transaction was probably me handing over some bills and receiving some change back. That change went to a jar where it still sits. Only a few years ago, we might have taken it to a bank or a machine at the grocery store and turned coins back into bills. But now, we fill up the jar so slowly, I'm not even sure we'll ever have enough to merit a trip to the bank or the machine at the grocery store. If they even still have those machines at grocery stores. I know, of course, that a single penny is worthless. We've cashed in some bottles full of pennies before, and we could buy a nice dinner with that. A single penny, joined with a bunch of other single pennies, is a worthwhile thing to collect. There's a little part of me that wants to go back to cash. Not for everything, obviously. I don't want to pay my bills or my mortgage with cash, but everyday expenses, why not? Part of the draw is political. Trump wants to ban pennies, so I'll use pennies. And part is practical. How much can I spend? Let's see what's in my wallet. But there's a significant part of me that thinks going back to cash would just kind of be fun. Or if not fun, at least satisfying. There is pleasure in the tangibleness of bills that is not matched with a card. I shouldn't discount the pleasure of paying for things with my phone or watch. When I pay with my watch, it's almost like I'm a regular wherever I am. Just put it on my tab. In some respects, the experience is the opposite of what using a credit card was like when I was a kid in the 70s and 80s. The cashier would pull out an apparatus, fill out a slip, slide the heavy runner over the pile of card, slip, carbon duplicates, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. It was laborious. It took some muscle. Cash was so much faster, and everybody carried cash. Compared with the Apple Pay on my watch, it was labor just to spend the money, and it was labor to take the money. Now I don't even notice, and there's often not even a cashier. Money is an abstraction. Making money non-abstract is of course useful to my current unemployed state. I need to be a better manager of my funds, but even when I have a goodish job again, it's probably a good idea for me to get a more concrete relationship with money. And the best way to do that seems to be with cash. I did not actually realize how we were doing financially until the S hit the F for us. I was casually, peripherally aware of things, of course, but with the next paycheck coming on its scheduled time, and even that as an invisible direct deposit, the money in the bank kind of felt like the weather. Sunnier in some seasons, cloudier in others. But either way, there's nothing I could really do to alter it. Weather just happens on its own, and our bank account would swell or drain in the same way. I need money to mean something for me. For truly rich people, money itself means nothing. For our billionaire bozos running the country right now, so many zeros insulates them entirely from what money actually is. I think the exception might be Warren Buffett, who pays for his daily McDonald's breakfast sandwich with cash that he counts out in advance. But the rest of them, they're a lousy model for folks like me, and probably you too. But at the end of the day, really, I want to spend cash because it's kind of fun. I want to stand in line for the human taking the money and feel the emotional weight of handing over a stack of bills and receiving a couple of coins in return. When someone says, let's go get some lunch, I want to pull out my wallet and decide whether I want to sacrifice some greenbacks in there for a couple of tacos. I want to have some change in my pocket at the end of the day. I want to fill the jar with my change so we do need to take it to the bank or the machine at the grocery store and have that wonderful feeling of receiving free money. I could use some free money right now. I want to look at this penny that I found on the picnic table and not think to myself, how pretty, but I'm going to leave this here for the next person. But to think that this is money and I'm going to use it.